there, Film Form! You've never seen me like this. We've never been like this before. I know, it's weird. You've seen me on these vlogs, where I looked a lot different. Look at the blonde hair, I'm blonde now. Saucy, spicy. But you've never seen me do a talking head video before. That's gonna change. You might see this one, you might see some more in the future. But what I'm currently doing on the Film Form channel, if you've never seen or heard from me before, is I am currently the director of the ongoing project Nightwing for Film Form. I'm the director for that. I am the director for the new horror film that was supposed to be going up recently, but we've had some pushbacks due to COVID, but we're gonna power through and hopefully we can get that film done for you as well. So, today, the video that we're doing today, let's get back on that. So I'm gonna do my top 5 practical SFX in classic horror films. Yeah, the cheesy ones, because those are the ones I love. So, let's get to it, shall we? Number 5, the transformation scene from The American Werewolf in London. This scene is amazing. The actor portrays a real pain and horrificness that had not been seen before in film to that point with werewolves, and it's a sort of grueling process that he goes through, and the actor really sells it, which is a great base plate for SFX. So we have the well-timed cuts and the practical body double pieces that were used for the transformation scenes make these shots perfect and horrific. If you look at this guy, he's a hairy bastard, and he keeps getting hairier. And we see the full transformation, but it is cut very well. So when he turns over, he is at the next stage of the transformation, which is all being done by sticking more prosthetics and more practical body applicants to him. That's my number 5 pick, and it is brilliant. Look at that hairy bastard. Number 4. The blood drop from A Nightmare on Elm Street. I love this one. So, this scene is everything I love from cheesy horror flicks. There's a trap door in the bed which sets up one of the most hilarious and also terrifying SFX that has ever been done. The room is fully rotatable. So this is an all-in camera done trick, which shows this trapdoor turning into basically a ceiling in which they pour mountains of blood through. And in the camera, which it's flipped, it looks like blood is gushing at the ceiling and it's spurting upwards, whereas though in reality, it's dropping downwards. It is an amazing effect. I love this one so much. A Nightmare on Elm Street is a really good film anyway, and I love all of the sequels, even the Dream Kids one. So, you know, that's just me. Number 3, the head explosion from Scanners. Oh my god, is this a personal favourite for me? I love this one. This manages, with the help of Gary Zeller, the head of SFX on this film, to make an effect so good and so gruesome that it makes a film sellable. This film, without this effect, has no merit, substance, or even a worth of watching. It's just terrible. I don't like the film. But this effect in that film is brilliant. His head explodes and it's gruesome and it's gory and there's not much I can say about it, so just look at this clip. It is brilliant. Number 2, Frank's resurrection in Hellraiser. This one is the most interesting use of KY jelly I've ever seen. Well, maybe not. Still, it is an amazing effect. There is a use of just these practical parts stitching themselves back together, bones, just, I think it's supposed to simulate flesh, but it's just this jelly sort of slime substance, and it is great. These elements that all come together are brilliant, to say the least, and in the context of the film, Jesus Christ, it is scary. But this one in the film is one of the strongest scenes of the film. So yeah, I mean, you can see, Jesus Christ. And number 1, I'll be shocked if you didn't guess it was coming up. It's the chest burster from Alien. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this just terrifying? And still terrifies me to this day. Terrified me the first time I watched it, definitely. It is beyond anything that I had seen before. But this is a massive props to the SFX team that it is so terrifying, and there's a fun fact to go along with this one. So Veronica Cartwright, who plays one of the main characters in the film, when she sees this alien pop out from the chest, it's a genuine 100% reaction, and it is sort of just on film, 100% captured terror through tomfoolery and hijinks and stuff. The director told Veronica that she was going to sort of see something that had teeth and a head, basically, at some point. But this was a complete surprise, and the scream is just authentic, and it really shows. It is amazing. It really captures what is great about cheesy horror films, because sometimes they can be terrifying, especially in Alien. So that's all I've got for you. There is, however, one thing I'd like to mention before we get on to the goodbyes. The Thing is an interesting film, because The Thing was supposed to be so much better than it was. So, in The Thing, we were supposed to have a completely practical effect done horror film that was going to be done with gruesome practical effects that always look quite real on film, of just horrible stuff. But the producers and the test audiences said they were too gruesome and that it was too uncomfortable, which you'd think would never happen for a horror film, right? So they replaced most of the effects with visual effects done with computer graphics, which weren't great at the time. So that film, if you ever think, oh wow, this is cheesy, or this is really bad, just think there's a version of that film out there that exists that is brilliant. So I'll leave you with that. Thanks Film Form, thanks for having me around. I really enjoyed my time here. I really enjoyed making this video for you. So if you want to see more videos from me, let Nathan or Morgan or Sam know, because I'll be around. I'll be making some videos. So I'll see ya. Goodbye.